Appreciate you all for coming. My name is Lyn-Dee Eldridge. I am your Chief Happiness Officer of the Happiness Jungle. I am an international author. I am a keynote speaker, and I also have a TV show, so I'm a TV personality. Amazing. And just to share with you, the next book that's coming out is in regards to my mom, who is known all over the world as Hurricane Francis. She's one of the meanest women in the world, or I should say was before Zoloft. So let's give it up for Zoloft, because it's definitely made my mom a much pleasant person. And it's so funny, David, right? David, the title of my book is Push the Button. And the subtitle is, I'll kill you in your sleep, you no good, son of a bee. And the reason for that book is because my mom would cry wolf to get my attention. And I would always share with her, if you're that bad, push the button and they will come and I will be alerted. And I knew when things were, that she was absolutely fine because she would never push the button. So I'm writing a book in regards to my experience with helping my mom into her last chapter of life, how to deal with the insurance, how to deal with just the whole system of what it's like to help our elderly have what they need at their last chapter. And because of my own experience, I'm able to write a book to help other people and the family members understand better ease and grace of what they have to do and what we all go through. The other thing that I want to do is I want you all to give a round of applause to yourselves, because without you, our loved ones would never have the love and the care outside of their home. So thank you so much for all that you do. I greatly appreciate it. I only have a little bit of time today, and I decided, last week I spoke at the Snala event in Boca. Was anybody there? And we spoke about flexibility, right? Yes. Today we're going to be speaking about communication. I think it's really important. And is it okay if I help you not only in business but in your personal life as well? Is that fair enough? Yeah. All right? Because that's what I like to do. I like to make a very big impact. And I speak at all different assisted livings. I not only speak with the staff so they're happier and they're more committed to having a better personality and a better outlook on life. And I also share a 1 hour with the residents, and that's called a pocket full of joy. And it is a blessing. It's a blessing. So I talk about all this because life serves us great purpose. And everything that goes on in our lives, has purpose. It's not a woe's me. It's not why is this happening to me. It's because it has purpose. And the purpose may not come about immediately, but if you're patient enough and you're joyful and appreciative enough, it all comes to you. So let me share with you my mom, Hurricane Francis, who resides at Golden Age Manor now. Thank God for Golden Age Manor, because prior to Golden Age Manor, Hurricane Francis was kicked out of 2 assisted livings in a matter of 20 days. The only ones that loved me was the moving company. They absolutely loved me. And so then fast forward, I canceled all of my paid speaking engagements because of my mom. How many of you agree that when we need to pause our lives for our loved ones, we got to pause our lives and we got to put us on the second plane, correct? Yes. So that's what happened. I ended up pausing my life, and it was a pretty trying time. But because I have been working on myself through personal development, mindset, how to understand shifting your mind for the last 33 years, I was able to have a much healthier mindset just because of my journey. So first of all, I must give gratitude to the people that really back Hurricane Francis and me up. And that's Ella and it's Hannah from Golden Age Manor. So yeah, give it up for them, because I got to give it up for them, right? I got to give it up for them. If it wasn't for them, I never would have known about this fabulous drug called Zoloft. And now, instead of my mom looking at me and very angry, very angry and very, and cursing at me, saying the worst words that you could think of, the F-U word, right? And she would look at me, she'd go, F you. But now she looks at me, she goes, Lyn-Dee, F you. I'm like, I got that, that's good, I can accept that. So you all received duct tape. Last week I spoke about flexibility. And how many, again, were at the Snala event on flexibility? Did you get a lot out of last week's conversation with understanding how to be flexible?
Yes.
Thank you.
And we loved it.
Thank you so much. So this week I decided, no, I didn't decide this week, I decided last night. What am I going to talk to Snala about tomorrow in Fort Lauderdale? And I decided it was going to be about communication. I think that we all sometimes have a very challenging time understanding how to pause. So, why did I give you all duct tape? It's because whenever you have something going on in your life, instead of arguing, instead of getting upset, I want you all to realize that instead of responding and reacting to a conversation, because let's face reality, when you're in an argument, whether it's at home, in business, at a grocery store, it doesn't matter where you are, when somebody is trying to boil your blood pressure and you're arguing, does anyone hear anybody?
No.
Only selective words. Isn't that interesting? You could say to somebody all the most kindest things. You know, you look absolutely great today. I love you in white. There's a little bit of yellow on your shirt. If he was angry at me, he would have never heard any of the compliments, and he would have said, so I have yellow on my shirt? That's your problem? Does that make sense to everybody? But if we just pause when people are talking to us, you are in an environment that can either be very toxic or very loving. Am I right?
Yes.
So whether it's the residents or whether it's one of our coworkers, we have to understand, number one, compassion, and number two, how to pause instead of respond very quickly, so we're able to digest what is going on around us and then come back to it later. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
A lot of times people are enjoying writing emails or texting. And do you know that you could be sending the kindest email, but if you were in a heated discussion with that person, can they take that email wrong?
Yes.
So you want a solution for that? Number one, don't send the email yet. Don't send the text yet. If you feel that you got to do this, then send it to yourself. I will guarantee you 95% of the time you will be grateful that you never sent that email or that text. Guaranteed fact. Okay? If you send, are you okay?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. If you want to text, put an emoji on it. That changes the tune of everything. I am an emoji queen. People say, Lyn-Dee, you use emojis so much. And I said, do you smile when you read my stuff? They're like, yes. It's because the emoji sets off the tone of what I am trying to communicate with that person. Okay? How many of you are on Facebook, Instagram? Your kids are doing the same thing, right? How many of you understand that you don't have to engage in the negative stuff that's out there? That's called happiness is a choice. Would you all agree with that? Happiness is a choice. So when I hear people say, I can't stand Facebook because it's always negative, you obviously weren't on the Happiness Jungle page, and you obviously weren't connected with Lyn-Dee Eldridge, all right? Because I do not participate it, but I appreciate it because that is the greatest way for us to stay connected with other people. Other people. So the duct tape. When you feel that you're being challenged, whether it's at home or in business, whether it's with a coworker or whether it's with a resident, and you are not being received as you feel you should be, I want you to lift up your duct tape right now. Everybody lift up your duct tape. And I want you to remember your duct tape. And now I want you to take your duct tape and I want you to go like this. And even when you don't have this duct tape with you, I want you to remember the duct tape so you never respond or react to anything that could be hurtful, harmful, and poisonous to you. Everything in your life has purpose. We don't know what's going on behind people's closed doors. We have no idea. But that's the greatest thing about what I'm gifted to do, is to come into your facilities, into your places, even into your, even into your homes, and be able to have everybody understand the true philosophies of living a happier life. Hi. Is that not powerful? How many of us have children? I am very blessed. I'm over raising, and I'm now a grandmother of 4. So I get to watch. I was also in a beautiful combined family. So we had 4 children together. And what I know to be true is even our children respond and react differently, and we have no idea what happened in their day, in their moments, and we're very quick to snap at them. This is very interesting. When I was growing up, number one, how many of you are not as old as I am. I'm 58, I'm going to be 59 in October. How many of you were brought up with the saying, children should be seen and not heard? That was terrible. Because during a conversation that my parents would have with me, they would say to me, Lyn-Dee, da-da-da-da-da-da, what do you think? And I would start responding, and I'm going to curse right now. They would say to me, shut up. And I'm like, well, why did you ask me a question? Right? That didn't make any sense. And my father said, Hurricane Francis' husband, which was he was my chosen dad. He was a really good dad to me. Oh, well, yeah. He was better than Fran. Okay. So, I would say to him, you asked me a question. And he said, well, now I'm telling you to shut up. And I said, well, that doesn't make any sense. And I would say that, and immediately I was beat for my reacting and my responding. So children should be seen and not heard. I don't believe that. I believe that we all have voices and that everybody has something going on. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to share with you. Let's talk about your children for a second. How many of you believe you know your children 100%? 100%. Okay, no you don't. No you don't. Because you don't know who they hang out with during the day. You have no idea. My sister lives in Colorado. How many of you remember Columbine? The 2 boys that created all of that chaos, they came from very good backgrounds. Very good backgrounds. We don't know what's being done in our garages. It's impossible to know what's being done in our garages, correct? And that's where they were building all of their ammo for that day to happen. So I share this with you because I want you to understand that, give your children a voice. Understand what's going on with their day. The bullying is horrific. It was bad in our day. I was bullied. We were all bullied in one way or another. Bullies are bullying because, why? Because they're being bullied and they're just trying to find an easy link, okay? But in today's world, because of social media, it could even be hurtful to all of us. Would you all agree with that? So instead of responding and reacting so quickly, how about if we use what? And listen more. Listen more. So in your establishments, right, in your facilities, in your blessings that so many of our loved ones at the last stage of life, their last chapter, get to live. The one thing that I've really gotten to observe the golden age matter, because the other 2 threw my mom out, so I really didn't have a chance to observe that much. In 20 days, she got kicked out. Set her up beautifully, beautifully. But the one thing that I really observe at Golden Age Manor is they really listen. They listen not only to their residents, but also to their staff. And to me, I knew my mom was in a good place after we put her on Zoloft. We have coworkers. We have people that are working for us. We have no idea what's going on behind their closed doors. And they may come into work and they may be a little bit just disheveled, if you will. Have we ever seen that? Pretty much on a day-to-day basis, don't we? Because everybody at some point in time in their life are going through something. How about going over to them and giving them a hug? Don't say anything, duct tape your mouth, give them a hug, because I will guarantee you it will be received and it could help them pull through their day. The other thing I want to share with you is don't carry on to work what's going on at home. You can't do anything about this situation, then why are you carrying it around with you all day long? Make sense? It could even be with the cable company, the electrician. So go to work with a better, happier mindset, because everybody is counting on everybody to bring more joy into their day. You work in a very hard environment. And I know that. It's difficult to watch and be around our elderly while the families aren't around. You feeling me? I get it. I go and see my mom every other day. I don't go to see her every day because I travel and I speak, so I didn't want her to get used to me being there every day. Right after here, I'm headed to Golden Age Manor to see my mom, okay? But how many family members don't come at all until there's something wrong? Right? Because they don't appreciate you the way that I do. That's why we all need to appreciate and be each other's ears and our sounding boards for one another, because we're a community and we are more family than their family is. And it is absolutely a gift. You are a gift. And everybody that I know and that I speak to, and they let me know that their parents are in an assisted living, a nursing home, or whatever that is, I always say, have you thanked them today? Have you thanked them today? And they say to me, why would I thank them? And I said, when was the last time you changed your mother's diaper? They're like, that's disgusting. Thank the people that are. Thank the people that are. Doesn't that make sense? So for all the people that don't thank you, there you go. I'm giving you all the love, all the love, all the love, all the love, because I appreciate each and every one of you for everybody and everything that you do, because you are truly the stairway to heaven. You're truly the stairway to heaven. And for the others that don't want to show up, they're going downstairs. But you're going upstairs. You all with me on that? You're going upstairs. So I'll meet you up there at the pearly gates, as they say. Yeah, right? It's so true. It's so true. So many parts of happiness that people truly don't understand. The true philosophy of living in a happier, more powerful state. You have purpose. Everybody that is a part of you 100%, either in business or at home, there's great purpose of what is going on. And as long as we do what? Duct tape, listen better, and tell our children, you matter. The other really horrific thing that was always said to me is that, Lyn-Dee, you're only 12 years old. That's when I was 12 years old, right? You're only 12 years old. You want problems? Take my problems. And I'm like, Mom, I'm not you, but I have problems. I have challenges. And it was always said, no, you don't. You don't even know what a problem is. Never say that to anybody. Never say, especially in today's world. The suicide rates are up because there's no love and understanding and communication. I'm very blessed to help families be able to like each other again. I'm very blessed to help couples fall back into like and love again. I love that. And if I have the secret sauce, don't you want to know what the secret sauce is? Wouldn't it be amazing to fall back into like with your spouse, your significant other? Fall back into love, to be able to be childlike again? Don't lose the childlike in you just because we're adults. It doesn't work. Enjoy and play and splash. I'm going to SeaWorld. It's Sika and my granddaughter's birthday's this weekend. I'll be up in Orlando. I said to my daughter, where are we going? She goes, SeaWorld, the adventure park, the water park. And I said, awesome! I'll make sure that I'm not wearing a bikini. I never wear a bikini. I'm only kidding. Today is a very special day that Walgreens, and I don't work for Walgreens, but Walgreens it's Red Nose Day. Does everyone know what Red Nose Day?
Yes.
Oh my God. It's for the poverty of the children. Please.
If I may expand upon that, this is the 4th year in a row that my husband goes out and buys the red noses for my daughter's entire class.
Yeah.
Aww. So that
Yeah.
she'll go in with the red nose.
That's right.
And he's like, all I want is some smiles and pictures. And so she went in with her 25 red noses today, ecstatic.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
It just, recognize it.
It makes a difference. It makes a difference, guys. So whether, you have a red nose or right? Or you want to go to Walgreens and pay $2 for a red nose, it's going to the Poverty for Kids. The Poverty for Kids. So give it up. And who else? Have questions? Any questions that I could answer for anybody? Please ask. There is no question that is too small or too big or that someone else isn't thinking of. Anyone have any questions? Yes.
How do we get your books?
How do you get my books? Well, I'm also going to do a drawing in a few minutes. But if you go to my website, Happiness Jungle, you could go ahead and order my books. Everything that I do, a portion of the proceeds go back into a domestic violence community, the breast cancer community, or whatever community that I am working with. Is that fabulous? I also came out with a body pillow. Not just any body pillow, not just any body pillow. When I was going through the radiation and I got a divorce 3 weeks into the radiation, the only thing I wanted was to be hugged at night. I was being filled with love from my daughter, her husband, and the kids, but at night it was very lonely. And how many of you understand being a little bit afraid and scared just because the unknown is the unknown? So, I got this pillow, and long story short, I found out I could repurpose this pillow, so I trademarked it, I branded it, and it hugs me every night. It's a U-shaped. One arm hugs you and the other one is between your knees. Can you feel that comfort? Ooh, boy. For people that are lonely, even for married couples, because after you do the woo-ha, sometimes you don't want to be touched. You just want to go on other different sides of your beds. But then there's that other person that wants to be hugged. The body pillow serves purpose. And again, everything that I do, every place that I speak, a portion of the proceeds go back into the communities of choice. Is that okay?
That's awesome. Perfect.
All right. So Koki, number one, sit right there. I want to go ahead and I want to honor you with, first of all, a chime. So you always remember that this right here is your tranquility and you're getting a red nose too. Okay? Awesome.
Notice the colors.
Oh, there she is. She's crying. Lyn-Dee.
Aww, she's crying. I didn't tell me she was going to cry. But those are happy tears. Happy tears. Thank you so much. And if anybody's interested for me to come to your facility, just get in touch with me. Just get in touch with me. The heart.
The heart.
Okay? So all of you received a heart charm. I am known all over the world for these heart charms. They're giving people peace and prosperity. It's crazy. Come to find out, I've been giving them out for almost 40 years. Who knew, right? Who knew? Your life is so on purpose and on mission. It is amazing. But sometimes you just get a little bit backed up by an obstacle. And I'm here to help you remove those obstacles so you could truly live a happy, wonderful life, no matter what we go through. No matter what we go through. So who has the bag of cards?
I do. I'm collecting some.
Oh, thank you. And then you could go ahead and pick some cards. What is your name?
No,
Greg.
Greg.
No, Gregorio.
Hello, Greg. Hello, Greg.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You're welcome. Anybody else?
And they so they will see you yesterday.
Did this help you? Did this help you? Come up here, sir. Give it up. Give it up. That's right. That's right. So I'm going to have you pick the cards. Who is it?
Greenberg, Betty.
Betty Greenberg. You have your choice. Squeeze My Tatas or Tears of Fears. Give her Squeeze My Tatas.
Squeeze them.
There you go.
What would you like to be, babe?
I don't know yet. Hey, everybody, say thank you to Louis. Say thank you, Louis. That's right. That's right. He's a this one's a hugger.
He's a hugger.
Oh.
I'll tell ya.
Yeah, be careful.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Pauline.
Pauline, Tears of Fears behind closed doors. And if you like after, that's absolutely fine. And let's go ahead and do one more. Oh my God, happy.
Happy.
Oh, there we go, there we go. And you are going to get a squeeze ball, okay? It's called a stress ball, and it's a happy face. Give it up for yourselves for being here today. Woo! Give it up for Snala. Snala is amazing. And what an amazing venue. So thank you very, very much. And give it up for Gabrielle, which is Lewis's assistant that's serving you today. There you go. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy your lunch. Appreciate you. Appreciate you very much. Yes. Thank you all very much.
Let me tell you about Lyn-Dee Eldridge. When I tell you that this woman has a heart that is meant to just love on people, everything that she says is meant to build you up, make you a better person, and you'll never hear the same thing twice. Even if you think you heard it before, it's going to hit you somewhere a little bit different. So make sure that you pay attention and watch out for Lyn-Dee Eldridge.
Oh my gosh, Lyn-Dee is amazing and awesome, so inspirational. I'm leaving here happy!
Lyn-Dee, I was so impressed by your presentation. The fact that I need to keep it closed, listen a little bit more, and be genuine in my heart is the thing that I will carry with me for tomorrow. So thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, this is great. I love her. She gives us all the support, the smile every day. Blessing that we have her here.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We really enjoyed your speech today. It was awesome, and we hope to see you again.
Thank you. Did you both get a takeaway? Were you able to apply some of the stuff that I spoke about?
From the last time, yes. Oh, absolutely, and pass the card.
Thank you.
Wasserman, and I just got through listening to Lyn-Dee Eldridge speaking at the Snala meeting, and I found it just uplifting, and the energy level and the positivity, and I'm walking away with great feelings.
That's awesome. Can you apply some of the tips that she gave you?
Oh, absolutely, to every aspect of my life.
That's wonderful.
Yes, especially home, because if it's not one thing, it's your mother.
I loved it. I love the talk. Get the happiness. That happiness thing is got me going for the rest of the day. Great job, Lyn-Dee. Yeah. See you soon.